This is Dungeon Master Doom! Today, I wanted to roll up a Dungeon Crawl Classics character. Dungeon Crawl Classics is looking like it may be one of my favorite games, although I haven't played it yet. But the characters are simple enough to make, so I thought it would be fun to videotape it. Now, these characters aren't your normal characters, although the game itself is like Dungeons & Dragons 3rd Edition or Pathfinder, as you have your usual variety of characters, such as warriors and wizards and thieves. But here, in this game, you start as level 0, so you begin as a lowly peasant. So for this character's name, I'll name him Gort. That's a good peasant name. And one thing is, Gort doesn't actually deserve a character sheet yet. You'll be making 5 characters, and not all of them will survive. The characters, actually, why I like this game is because the characters remind me of an old game called XCOM. Not the new one, but the old one from Microprose that was on like the Amiga, the old Amiga computer. And you would get a lot of just characters that were like cannon fodder, but eventually one would rise to the top, and you get really attached to those little characters, even though you're making characters in this game in a very random way. So I guess I'll just get started. So we have the character's name is Gort, player's name, Dungeon Master Doom. Okay, you don't pick your race, and you don't get a class until you survive your first adventure. Level 0, XP 0. That's about that. So then we'd go down to the ability scores. Now the ability scores are almost the same in Dungeons & Dragons, but instead of wisdom, it is luck. So luck came in from the second fantasy role-playing game, the one right after Dungeons & Dragons. Luck is from Tunnels and Trolls, and they got rid of wisdom and put luck there too. So you have to roll the ability scores straight down the line. So let's see what we get. Gort has a strength of 5. Not good. He's a weakling. Let's see, he has a dexterity of 8, 9, 10. Average. He has constitution of 5. He is not deserving of a character sheet. He will die. If I had him in a group and I was going to play, I think I'd throw him in the front to take the damage right away and just die. Woo! What's this? I got a 13 for intelligence. Maybe he could be a wizard. And for his luck, he got a 10, which is average. And his charisma, or personality, is 11, 12, 13. So he's not very fantastic at all, but it doesn't matter in this game. Let's see, so then you do your modifiers, a 5. So I have -2 to everything. 10 is 0, -2 for his constitution. 13 with intelligence, you get a +1. 0 luck. And +1 charisma. Okay, then after you determine your ability scores, you have a special luck score, which you roll the D30 with. So I got a 19. It says once, and this is his birth augur and lucky roll. So my augur is he survived a spider bite, and that gives him a saving throw against poison. But since I have a 0 modifier on luck, the it doesn't have any effect. You add your luck modifier to your lucky roll. So he just doesn't have luck. Well, he's not unlucky, though. If it was lower, he would have a negative to his score. Let's see here. Languages. All characters start with common. He has a high intelligence, so if he is a different race or something, well, let's see, let's determine his occupation. For the occupation, you roll this randomly, and I was looking through the occupations, and they had one called a mendicant. And one of his trade goods is cheese dip. Does anyone get that joke? There are so many little things hidden within this book. That joke comes from Gru the Wanderer. Yes. Gru. He was a mendicant who ate cheese dip. Alright, let's see what occupation I get. Oh, rolling percentile 24. Oh, he's a dwarven miner. So race, dwarf. And as a dwarven miner, he gets a pick. So that means he's proficient in clubs. And wow, he also gets a lantern. So pick and lantern. He does pretty well. Lots of the characters get screwed. Well, he's already screwed with his points. A smart dwarf. Okay. For your hit points, oh gosh, it's 1d4 plus his Constitution modifier. I have to roll a 3 or else the character won't survive character creation. He got a 4, so he's still alive. He has 2 hit points. Let's see here. Copper pieces, 5d12. I gotta roll that a bunch of times. 3, 15, 26, 34, and 46 copper pieces. And you get to roll for a randomly determined piece of equipment. You need to roll the D24. I don't have a D24, but there are ways around it. Roll the 12-sided die with a 6-sider. If the 6-sider is an odd number, I get to add 12 to the roll. And it is. Oh, I got a 24. I get a water skin. That is helpful. And that's about it. So they're very simple to make. I do have a high intelligence, so I get to speak Common and Dwarven. I'll write that here. Oh, and then you have the saving throws. And that is Fortitude, Reflex, and Will, just like D&D and Pathfinder. So Fortitude, you add your Constitution, -2. Reflex is 0. And Will is based on luck, and that's 0. Base attack bonus is 0. You don't get that one until you get a class. Melee 0, two-hand, ranged, grapple, that's all 0. Initiative is 0. Dwarves have a movement rate. Oh, it's just like Pathfinder. What was it? I think I got it bookmarked. Oh. Do I? Oh, let's see here. Yes. Dwarves and halflings move 20 feet. Speed 20 feet. And my class is a peasant miner. Armor class is 10. You have a base 10. Touch attacks will just be 10 because he's not wearing armor. Flat-footed. Oh, yeah, I don't have a dexterity bonus either, so it's just 10, 10, 10. And 2 hit points is my max. Spell save is 0. So there you go. One amazing character from Dungeon Crawl Classics. I don't think he'll survive. I think I wasted a character sheet on him. So they're very simple to make. New players can pick up the game right away. And I just like it. It has the feel of XCOM. And you run all these characters through an adventure and you see who survives. So, yeah. There we go. Yes, this character is doomed.